So after doing this one, what we can do, we can take x as a common factor. We get root 2 minus 1 is equal to 3 root 2. Once we got x root 2 minus 1 is equal to 3 root 2, so we get x equals to 3 root 2 over root 2 minus 1. And once we go to this point, we know we can't leave it as it is, so we need to rationalize it. Rationalize means you do root 2 plus 1 times by root 2 plus 1. When we multiply, when we expand the bracket, we get 2 root 2 times root 2 is 2, 3 times 2 is 6, plus 3 root 2 over, at the denominator we get difference of 2 square, which is 2 minus 1. So final answer is 6 plus 3 root 2 over 1, which is same like 6 plus 3 root 2. We have done similar question last lesson as well, I believe, which was from 2021 paper. So this is very, very important. Nikhil, good evening. Please have your camera on once you are ready, Nikhil. So we got this part up to here, right? Does it make sense? Can I ask you to make a start with part B and then we take it from there in a second? Please send me the answer, guys. We can't remember. Some people may have done something differently, which is fine. Once we got up to there, Krishna, once you got x minus 3 root 2 equals to x, we have to have x on one side and the x minus 3 root 2, this part here, and the numbers on one side. Yes. Okay. So that's what we done. We just simplify root 18, which is this one. We bring all the x's to one side, divide by root 2 minus 1, and then we rationalize it, and then we go from there, right? Nikhil, we are doing 3 part 2, please. Okay, right. Okay, guys, what is the answer we get there? Can you please message me in the chat box? What is the answer we got? If we got the right answer, we may not go through it, or we may go through it very quickly, so we don't have any time to sort of spend on this one. So what is the answer we got? Okay, Krishna got it. Very good, Sarah. Okay, so let's review that one. So Sheena got it, Krishna got it, Sarah got it, and Snigdha got it, and Samyog. Right.
Working it out.
You're typing up?
Yeah.
Okay. So Snigdha, tell us how we can make a start, please.
Well, I didn't really know how to get started.
Okay, so can we ask Nikhil how we can make a start, please, Nikhil?
Could we first separate the 4 to the power 3 to x to the minus 2 into also make it into the 2's, and like what I did was I separated like the power on the left.
Very good. So you wrote 2 to power 6x minus 4 is equal to 1 over 2 to power 1 plus half. Again, you can use calculator. It is going to be 2 times 1 is 2 plus 1, 3 over 2. So which means it is 2 to power 6x minus 4 is equals to 2 to power minus 3 over 2. Now look at me here, guys. Here, when we say usually the base is same, it means the top part is going to be same, which implies that 6x minus 4 is equal to minus 3 over 2. 6x equal to minus 3 over 2 plus 4. 4 times 2 is 8 minus 3. 8 minus 3 is 5 over 2. To find out x, we divide by 6. We got x equals to 5 over 2 times 1 over 6, which is 5 over 12, which I think most of the people got the answer. So we need to understand what is the concept we are using. Whenever these type of question comes up, you can't use calculator and you don't get marks because they said the solutions on calculator technologies are not acceptable. So you do this way. So you split them up, you write, make the same base. That is the concept which you're using. We make the same base. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put question number 4 for you. Let's see what is that one, and then we take it from there. Right, guys, looks good question. So let's see how we can go for this worded problem. We need to do the worded problem or modeling question as well. So make a quick start, please. Right, okay, guys. So can we ask Sheena to read it for us, please? Sheena, go and read it for us, please. Then we see what we do.
In 1997, the average CO2 emissions of new cars in the UK was 190 grams per kilometre. In 2005, the average CO2 emissions of new cars in the UK had fallen to 169 grams per kilometre. Given AGK per grams per kilometre is the average CO2 emissions of new cars in the UK n years after 1997, and using a linear model, A, form an equation linking A with n.
Okay, if we stop here, any idea what we can do? Now, this type of worded problem question, which we may not have seen before, and we may not see them the similar question next time. So what we know about that one? So Sarah, send me answer. Very good, Sarah. Well done. That is right. If anyone got the answer for part A, do send me answer. Otherwise, I will go through with you. So Sarah, well done. You can start with part B. And very good, well done. Okay, yes, so we got y equals to mx plus c is the equation of the line, right? Now rather than y, what we are using, so they form an equation, so which means rather than y we need to write a, right? Rather than mx, what is changing? We usually our x is variable, this time our n is changing, so we can write mn. Plus c is constant, so we can leave c as it is. So that is the starting point you should have thought so far. So a equals to mn plus c. So first equation, Snigdha, you want to try first equation for us, what it could be? So first one, we are using the first part of information. What do you think it could be?
I think we need to like form coordinates first.
So 1, 9, yes, go on, how we find out?
190 and 0.
Yes, 190 and 0 and 190. Very good. And the second coordinate going to be
88 and 169.
8 and 169. That's what you said, right? So how we got this part, because 1997, 2005, which is idea. So this is this one, and this is the 0 because that is the beginning, right? So we write Snigdha 190 equals to what?
190 is equal to. Did you find the gradient first?
You can work out the gradient. How we work out the gradient, Gon?
We do change in y, we change in x. So
Which is
169 minus 190 over 8 minus 0.
over 8 minus 0. What answer we got there?
I got minus 2.625.
Minus 2.625. So we got 190, we got answer minus 2.625. So we can write on y equals to, so you write on gradient or m, whatever word you like there, minus 2.625. And then we write on y equals to mx, which is minus 2.625. And we said we are going to use n plus c. What is c going to be for this question? How we can find out c, guys? Sarah, you want to tell us how we can find out c?
I just subbed it into the y1 is equals to mx minus x1 using the point 0 and 190.
That is good. So I can go by y minus y1. I said last question as well I will do for you, but I haven't done it. Y minus y1 equal to m bracket x minus x1. So carry on, please, Sarah. Go on. Y minus, what is the y1?
y1 minus 190 is equal to minus 2.625 brackets x minus 0.
So guys, we can use either two of the equation. If we are using this one, we can substitute define to find out that one. So we end up with y minus 190 is equal to minus 2.625x, and we can rearrange that one if we need to. And our answer is going to be y equals to minus 2.625x plus 190 as your answer. So this is the equation of the area, right? Nikhil, I think that is right. 21 to be 16. Yes, that looks all right to me. Well done, Nikhil. But the gradient, yes, your gradient is negative as well. Can I ask you to write B? No, they ask you to, in 2016, the CO emission of the new car was 120 gram per kilometer. Now, if it is only 1 mark question, you should have done it and you write down your comment, because it's a 3 marks question. So you need to use the same modeling to figure out what is the carbon dioxide emission going to be in 2016 by using the same model, and then you can write on the suitability of this model. Is it suitable or not? So I give you another minute or so and then we go through it. Right, okay, guys, where we are up to now. So what is the value of A we are getting? And then if you send me the value of A, we shouldn't be writing Y, guys. I wrote Y wrong. Look, I wrote A here. So this should be A. So because we are linking A with N. So this should be N, right? We said N, so this should be N. A equals to minus 2.625 N plus 190 because they ask us to link this way. So, right, Sarah got the answer. Well done, Sarah. And if we can write down gram per kilometer as well, guys, I think, because if I'm looking here, given that this is the carbon emissions, whatever IE you get, the units are going to be gram per kilometer. So that's what we need to be careful. Sheena got the right answer. Guys, can you send me the answer, please? Otherwise, I'm happy to go through with you. I'm going to clear up this one and I'm going to write on this equation. We got A equals to minus 2.625 N plus 190. Right, okay, Nickel, why you think so? So we got this one, what we are going to do, Nickel, after that?
For the A value, for the N value, we put 19.
Where the 19 come from?
Years after 1971.
Yes, so yes, we got 19 years after that. And what answer we get there when we do it?
I got 140.125.
125. I wrote the unit from here, gram per kilometer, right? So we got this one. Now what is happening? The model predicts much higher value. What is happening there? The model predicting too much higher value of carbon dioxide emissions. So for example, if we say that one, our cars or anything, the carbon emission is going up every year, but in 1907 it was 119, 2005 it was 169, and then they said that make a model. Now they are saying in 2016 the average emission was this one. So in 2016 they are saying if the average emission was this much, so we find out the model, we find out the value which is going to be 140, which is too high. So we say that on this model predict too much higher value, so it is not possible. Right, you don't too much high value. Again, this is going to be 1 mark. This type of question you need to think on your feet, meaning to say that one you can't sort of really practice these type of questions. So you need to look what you can do to gain maximum marks in these type of questions. Right, guys, I'm moving on to the next one. This is what we are going to do. We are going to practice more and more papers. I think we all have done sine rule and cosine rule. This is the sine rule and cosine rule question, but you need to understand that the question which is going to come up in the exam, and that's not going to be straight away. So we need to be careful how we can answer that part. Sarah, you haven't done this paper, or you done this paper before? No, very good. So this will give us good idea where we are. So please make a start. I will again, like, I think all of you got the link. If not, I send you again the link for the YouTube and Instagram. You can have a look there. If you find it useful, you can use it to revise. Because I'm revising more, we are recording most of the paper there because Neera can't join because of internet problem. So very quickly, come on, guys. So Sheena got the answer. Well done, Sheena. Let me see that one if we got the right answer. Guys, I'm expecting right. Okay, so there is some trick in this question as well, which obviously we will talk about it. So we get one answer, which Sheena and Snigdha send me. which I'm going to go through that one. So I give you another 30 seconds, Sheena and Snigdha, think about it, and then we go through it. All right, okay, guys. So Samuel got the answer. Sheena got the right answer. No, looks like very, very good. And Sarah and Krishna, where we are up to. Sarah got the answer, right answer. Sarah, good. And Nicole, I'm waiting for your answer. If everyone got the answer, guys, we may not need to do it. We may run through it very quickly. Sheena, tell us how we made a start. Go on, please.
So we know that sine theta, which is ACB, is equal to sine 27 over 7.
Is sine theta over 12, because AB is 12, is equal to sine 27 over 7, right? So you do the cross multiply, we got sine theta is equal to 12 multiplied by sine 27 over 7. We don't need to use calculator so many times. We try to use it one time only, or you press the answer button. And what answer, Sheena, we get from the calculator?
51.1.
51.1 degree. No, is this is Sheena or Sarah? This is the final answer, or this is not the final answer? Sarah, go on, please.
It's not the final answer because you can see that ACB is obtuse angle, yet 51.1 is less than 90 degrees.
Very, very good. So we take it away from 180 minus 51.1 degree, which gives you the answer 128.9 degree. Now, guys, you might be slightly confused with this one, which is absolutely fine. You can see this is 12. So 12 is going to be opposite to the bigger angle. If this is 27, we can see this is slightly smaller. So if this side is not bigger, this angle is not bigger, that is not correct. So therefore this angle is going to be 128.9 degree. Now the second part, the steel beams can only be bought in whole meter length, which we can consider at later stage. Find the minimum length of steel that need to be bought to make complete structure. So we want to make the complete structure of the steel, so steel beam. So what we do, I again gave you 20-30 seconds or 1 minute, and then we go through it. Right, guys, I'm going to clear this one and I will ask you how we can make a start. Snigdha, do we know what we need to figure out, please? We know this angle is 128.9 degree. We know this side is AB is 12. And what else we know? We know BD is 7 meter, right? Krisha, right? Okay, messy here. Okay, so BD is 7. So what we need to do in order to find out the question. 1 second, guys, please. Okay, go on. Who can help me? Snigdha, go on, please.
You find AB.
We need to find AD, right? That's what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay, how we can find AD? Can you message me very short message? Krisha, please, Krishna, give me answer, please. Krisha, I message you. English teacher is not well, so we are doing lesson Thursday, I think 6:45. Yes, Krisha?
Okay.
Sorry about that. I messaged mom already. I think she hasn't seen it maybe.
Oh, okay.
Bye. Yes, Krishna, you got the right answer. Snigdha, Sheena, Nikhil, Samyog, and Sira, can you give me answer, please? Krishna, can you apply it, please? Whatever you wrote to me, that is right. Please be quick. Nikhil, how we can find it out? Let me see. CBD. Okay. Nikhil, think something a little bit more and then answer me. Snigdha, can you please answer me? Sheena, very quick, which method we need to apply, please, guys? If you tell me the message, and Sarah, please send me what we do in order to find out. Sheena, yes, we have to. Yes, Sarah, you are right. Very good. Make a start, please. Quick, quick, quick. And Samyog, Snigdha, CBI, and then IC. Snigdha, we can do that one, or what we can do, guys. Nikhil, what do you think we can do? Remember, look at me here. When we've been given two sides and a angle, what we can do, we can use always cosine rule to find the third missing side. So in this case, we need to use cosine rule to find out the missing side. So can we be please quick to use cosine rule and find AD? So we are going to find whole of the AD, and then we are going to see what we need to do in order to figure out our question. So we need to find when two sides and an angle is given, we use cosine rule to figure out the missing side. Krishna, okay, double check please, Krishna. Whatever answer I have, it doesn't look like matching, so double check please, guys. Can we all gear up, please? I want to finish at least 2 more questions with you, 2 or 3 depending upon how they are. Krishna, may I ask you to double check your answer, please? Sheena, okay, let's have a look. Nikhil, right, okay. So first of all, guys, do we know how much is this angle going to be? This angle, how much will be this angle be? Can we figure out this angle? Come on, guys, quickly, please. Snigdha got the final answers, so good. Right, okay, guys, let's make a start there, what we can do next now. Okay, so Snigdha, what you done? Can you talk to us, please?
I did the cosine rule and I found dBA to be 101.
Sorry, say again a bit loudly, please. I don't know why it's slightly low. Let me put it up. Yes, go on.
I used the cosine rule and I found dBA to be 101.9.
dBA equals to
101.9.
how you find it out, that one?
I took the triangle DBC and I know that it's meters on BC and BD. And
Right.
then I also found dBA to be like 180 minus 128.9 minus 27.
Is give you. That's what you done?
Okay. Yeah, that's what I did.
What answer you get?
I got 27.
27, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And we know this angle is 27 and we are working out all of it, right? So all of this one going to be 101.9 degree. Okay. If I clear up this one, guys, so once we know this angle, or we can just clear up this part. So once we got this one, we can do AD square, or we need to work out AD square. That is AD square is equal to, who is going to help me for AD square? Krishna, you want to help me, please? AD square equals to, we know the angle is 101.9. Yes, 7 square.
Oh yeah, 7 squared plus 12 squared, minus 2, 7 times 12, 27.
Yes, 12 times 7
Oh,
times
no.
cos of 101.9 degree. So because we are taking whole of the angle, we are not taking the small angle, we're taking whole of the angle, which is 101.9. When we are taking the whole of the angle, you can consider this way. When we are taking the big triangle, then we are considering this angle as our first answer, which is 51.1 degree. Let's put this way is easier for you. When we are considering the whole of the triangle, because remember when we done the sine rule, when we need to take away from the 180, now there can be two cases. This can be small triangle, then this angle is going to be 180. But if we are considering the big triangle, then this angle can't be that one. So this angle can't be the obtuse, then this angle is going to be 51.1 degree. So once we done 27 plus 51.1 minus 180, we are going to get 101.9. Now you need to see how the question twist when we are doing, because they're saying only put in the whole meters, we want to find the minimum length, so we are considering the whole of the shape. When you simplify this one, I think you get AD is equal to, who got the AD? Sarah, you got AD?
I got 15.09.
Very good. We got AD 15.09, and once we got AD 15.09, we know this is 12, we know this is 7, and we can figure out this one. I think this is 7 as well, right? And we got 15.09, and we add all of them and we can see what answer we get there. Can we finish up? Send me the final answer, please, before we move on. If you have any question, Nikhil, did you understand? Samyog, you get that one? Samyog?
Yes, sir.
Good. Nikhil, you get it? Okay, good, guys. Please be quick. If you have any question, you can ask me in the chat, or you can ask me. I will explain again. No, this is, if I clear up this one, so we add all these things there. Please send me the answer, and I'm going to use highlighter to explain to you. Now, if we are using this small triangle, let me use this color, it may work. So if we are using this triangle, we are using this angle as 128.9, because this is opposite to the longer side. But when this triangle goes up there, because remember when you done sine rule, when we take away from 180, depending upon the shape, we need to take away from 180, because if we're considering the whole of the big shape, then we don't need to take away from that part. Then we end up with the answer, which is the actual angle which we find from it when we done at the beginning, which was 51.1 degrees. Can everyone send me the answer for the perimeters? Sarah, you got it right. I got a couple of right answers. Sheena, send me the answer, please. What is the answer going to be? Sheena, okay, how we got this answer? Sheena, what you did?
Sorry, I just made a mistake.
Okay,
I just did for 80.
Can you do it quickly, please? And Snigdha, please come up quickly. If not, send me question mark. I will go through with you. Krishna, well done. And Nikhil, well done. Nikhil, can you send me answer, please? Guys, sorry, I was on mute. Nikhil, can you talk to us? How we do it next, please?
Do we like add up all the lengths and
What?
we round it up?
We got 12 plus what?
7 plus 7 and plus 16.
Plus 16, because we got the answer 15.09, or you can do 15.09. We end up with the answer 41.09, but we can't get 41.09. Therefore, our answer is going to be 42, because we can get a full length for this steel. We can't get it sort of a fraction. Like if you go and buy butter, we can't buy the butter sort of butter or paint in terms of half of a pack or something. Krishna, everybody get that one, right? Okay, yes, guys, binomial question is another very important question. There will be no test in the school or anywhere where you don't get binomial question. So I want everybody to do the first binomial expansion and send me the answer, please. Guys, did anyone logged on to the, what is that called as iPad? Because I want to send you this paper so you guys can complete it to send me back. Is everyone logged on to the computer? Yes. Yes. Sheena, yes. Nicole, Sarah. Okay, so I can send you as attachment. This is 2020 paper. So if you do this paper, whatever questions we left there, that would help you to do better. So I'm going to send you, and once you do it again or you send me back, I can send you sort of answers for this one. Right, guys, those people who are using computers, they will get it. Those people who are using iPad or iPhone, they won't get it. So if that is the case, you let me know. We can find some alternative for you.
So I didn't get it.
Snigdha, are you using laptop? Sorry, iPad?
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't go on iPad. I don't know why. iPad or iPhone. Anyone else didn't get it? So everyone, Nick, okay. So Snigdha, I will send you maybe later on, or just, yeah, we see that one. Okay, guys, so how we do the first part, guys? No, I think year one binomial is all same. So how we expand this one? Formula is going to give to you in the formula booklet. So Krishna, you want to explain, start with us binomial, how we expand it?
Would you do it the triangle way?
No, triangle bit is just for understanding. We can't use triangle bit. It will not work. So I got one message. Let's see who sent me message. Right, very good, Sarah. Let me see. Come on. 45, yes, 120. Very good, Sarah. Sarah, which formula you use? 1 plus x to power n. This is the formula you use? Yes.
Yeah. I do 10c0 and then 1 to the power of 10 kx to the power of 0. I do that. Yeah.
1 to power 0 and
Kx to the power of 1 to the power of 10 kx to the power of 0.
right. Okay.
Then,
Yes. Okay. I will explain to you because I was mixed up with the year 2. So guys, whenever we do this way, so this is year 1, you use this way. So whatever power we got 10c0, 1 to power 10 kx to power 0. Then we do 10c1, 1 to power 9 kx to power 1. And then when we do Sheena, what is the next one going to be? 10c
10c2, 1 to the power of 8, kx to the power of 2.
Right, very good. How many terms they ask us? 4. So we got 1, 2, 3. We do one more. And Samuel, can you tell us next term? 10c3, yes.
That's 120k cubed x cubed.
Very good. So we haven't simplified. I left the simplification part for you. Can you guys simplify it and send me the simplified answer very quickly? I got Sarah's answer. I got Snigdha's answer. And Nikhil, Krishna, please send me the answer. That would be helpful because then I can see where we are in terms of binomial. So please do send me answer quickly, guys, please. Whatever method you use, you should be getting same answer. So 10c0 is 1. So we get 1 plus the next one. I think I'm getting 10 kx. Now remember, when we are doing this kx to power 2, we get k to power 2 x to power 2 as our answer, right? Right, okay guys, we got 1 plus kx, then we got plus 45 x square k square, I think what people wrote, plus 120 x cube k cube. Now this is the answer. Nickel, can you hear me now? Yes. So this is the answer which we got there. Now the second part, I haven't got the answer from the second part. No, I usually give this example. 1 second guys, please. Right, okay guys, now I give this example. Usually look at me for 1 second. If I'm saying to you guys, I am 3 times your age, I am 3 times older than you. So if you want to make both of us equal, what you do? Sarah, what do you do? Go on.
You multiply our age by 3 to
Very good. So which means if I'm 3 times, you're not going to multiply me 3, you're multiplying you 3, so we both are equal. So what they're saying, the coefficient of x cube is 3 times. This is where people usually get confused. So what is the equation we are going to make? What is the coefficient of x cube? We got 120 k cube. So this all together is coefficient of x cube is equal to 3 times the coefficient of x. So 3 times by 10 kx. So that is the answer. 10 kx, x we don't write down, so we write 10k only. So coefficient means what is next to x. Then we got 120 k cube minus 30k equal to 0. Right, 120, and then we know how we simplify it. We don't simplify it by just sort of dividing by k, rather we take k as a common factor. We left with 120 k square minus, or you can take 30k. I do 30k maybe. I take 30k as a common factor. We left with 4k square minus 1 equal to 0. So 30k equal to 0, or a line 4k square minus 1 equal to 0. We got 4k square equal to 1, k square equal to 1 over 4, or k equals to plus minus 1 over 4, or we got k equal to 0. So we get 3 values for k: 0, plus 1 quarter, minus 1 quarter. But they should have given us coefficient of k is a non-zero constant. It can't be 0. So it can be either plus 4, plus half. No, when we do it, it's plus half or minus half. So your answer is k equals to plus minus half. Sometimes they say k is equal to greater than 0. If they say k greater than 0, that means we can't have k minus half either. Does this make sense, guys? Yes. So we will be doing more of these questions to make sure that we are good with this part, and then we move on. Any question, please ask me, because I haven't received the answer from you for the last part. So therefore we need to make sure we should able to do this question. If there's anything, please let me know. Right, okay, let's move on to the last question. We can do maybe some part of it, we can't do all of it. So let's do this one, integration, guys. This is a very important question, how we can make a start. Right, okay. Right, very good. If you are not, that's good. So if you're not far away, but let's see what we can do. One thing which we need to understand about the integration and differentiation, guys, we can't integrate or differentiate anything in terms of when we got in fractions. We got 5 over 2 x to power half plus 3 dx, right? So that is the answer which we need to start with. Okay, once we start with this one, we can write on 5 over 2 x to power minus half plus 3. So that is the part where we are going to be going forward for. Okay, so once we start with this one, who can help me how we can do this part? Snigdha, you done integration in class? Yeah, tell me how we integrate it. Go on, please.
You add 1 to the power and you divide it by the new power.
Minus half plus 1, which is going to be half, right? We increase by 1, which is going to be half. We divide by half. Yes, carry on, Snigdha, please.
And then for 3 you add x to the power of 1, so
X to
it'll
power
be
1.
3.
If we say what is the integration of 5 going to be, integration is 5x. If we say what is the integration of 10 going to be, that is 10x. And if we do differentiation, obviously we know differentiation of 10 is going to be 0. Integration are opposite, because if we differentiate this one, we get answer 10 and so on, right? Now we usually add c, but in this case we don't need to add c, because a definite integral, definite means it got the limits, it got the bound 1 to k. Once we gone up to here, we can put the bonds like that 1 to k. So 1 to k there. If we simplify this one, we can get, so 1 over 2. Now this is the important, I'm going to explain to you. When I got 5 over 2 and x to power half, I divided by 1 over 2. Remember, when we divide in younger years, we used to multiply, we used to flip it. So same way in this case, opposite of 1 over 2 is going to be 2 over 1. Whatever you got as a fraction, you need to flip that one to become, so that we can do it. So when we simplify it, we are going to end up with the answer 5x to power half plus 3x. And we got the bonds, upper bond is k, lower bond is 1. Now, how do we apply the bonds, guys? So those people who haven't done it, you still can do it. And when you're going to do it in class, then it is going to be sort of easier for you. So you can see that one, it is going to make your understanding better. Once we got that one, we substitute k first, we substitute the upper bond first, then we substitute the lower part. So when we substitute the top part, we got 5k to power half plus 3k. Right? When we substitute 1, we got, rather than x, we write 1. So we got minus 5 and minus 3. So that is the answer we get for this one. Okay, the way to work out the bonds, we substitute upper value or upper limit. We say it as bond or limit. We substitute the upper limit, and then we substitute the lower one. When we simplify it, we get 5k to power half plus 3k minus 8, and they said this is equal to 4. When they say equal to 4, we can bring 4 to the other side, and we are going to get 5k to power half plus 3k minus 12 equal to 0. You can write QED, or you can write as required. So that is what we got. So this is the answer we got there. That is what they asked. 5k to power half is same like 5k root, right? Now, can someone recap to us up to here what we done, and then we take it from there? Go on, who can recap to us? Go on, guys. Any volunteers? Come on, guys. And Nikhil or Snigdha, go on. You want to go on, Snigdha, please?
First, you put the integral into the index form, and then you add 1 to the power and divide by the whole power, and then using the bounds, you substitute it into the integrated form, and then you have to just simplify it.
Excellent. Very, very good, guys. The main thing which I want you to remember for the time being, we cannot differentiate or integrate when something is in the denominator. We always differentiate or integrate it when they are up there, when they are on the numerator. If something in the denominator, we can't. Now, the another common mistake which people make, they take 2 on the top. Our differentiation and integration, they are not going to get impacted with the number. So 5 over 2 shouldn't be bothering us. So we kept our 5 over 2 as it is. You don't need to touch your numbers at all. Make it very, very simple. What I mean by that, so you leave your 5 over 2 as it is, right? You just take your x on the numerator, because whenever we are going to differentiate or integrate, we are going to deal with only x's only. So you take x to the up there, which become x to power minus half. Integration of 3 is 3x. So when we integrated it, I done it here. We got 5 over 2 x to power half. We always divide by the new power. This is the basic integration, guys, which is 1 over 2. Once we done this one, we flip this fraction, because obviously we want to multiply it. Because divide, if we want to divide something, it means we flip it over. We flipped it over. We end up with 5x to power half plus 3x. We substitute both the limits there. We got 5k to power half plus 3k, and this one, they said this is equal to 4. When they say this is equal to 4, then we worked it out. Now the second part, guys, I'm not going to do it now, but we will do it maybe next time, or I'm setting up for you. You can do it. Snigdha got the answer, Snigdha, but I think we should have only one value of k. We need to find out why, because if you write, guys, two values of k, unfortunately, you will be losing 1 mark maybe. So what we are doing here, once we're done, now they're saying hence. Hence is very, very important word, guys, which you will get in the exam. Now, if due to some reason I am sitting exam, I don't know how to do part 1, you can still use the part B to find out the answer. So the part B is 3k plus 5 root k minus 12 equal to 0. You use this part and do it and find the answer. This is for 4 marks. So you need to figure out the value for this one. So you use whole of this part in B without even doing part A. You can use this one, or if you did not get to final answer for B, you can still do this one. Once you done this one, you can find out the value of k. People send me the value of k was 4/3 and minus 3, but we are going to consider only 4 no, k root k equal to this one, which means k is equal to 16/9, and Snigdha send me k equal to 16/9 and k equals to 9, because k is a positive constant. So one value is negative because minus k root is negative. Therefore, we are going to take only positive value, which is 16/9. Okay, if you have any question, do ask me. I send you the paper, Snigdha. I may send you today or some other time the paper, and if you have any question, you can ask me. But complete the paper, send me back. This is very, very important. This is 2020 October paper, which was replaced because there was no paper last year in summer. So please revise it. Very, very important. If you have any question, do ask me. Otherwise, we can start packing up.